Good morning, people. On my way to the gym. How many days since your last workout? It's been 4 days since I last worked out, and probably for good reason, because I was stiff as a brick. But how long has it been since you last went to the gym? Comment below. If you wanted a good excuse to go to the gym when it's quiet because you're not that confident, and I couldn't think of a better one. A Euro semi-final when England are playing. Bournemouth is relatively quiet, and that is for one reason only. Everyone is in a pub. Everyone is watching the football match. So if you're looking for a reason to get down the gym or get some motivational stuff done, or get that tick off your list that you haven't done for a year, do it. If you're not that into football, or if you just really don't care, I'm as much a sport fan as anyone else, but I hadn't really done much today. I was feeling a bit lazy, and I knew it would be quiet. I just ran 5k. You know, I wouldn't have ran 5k today if the football wasn't on, because I knew it would be quiet and it was an opportunity for me to get in there quietly and concentrate. Think about it. 30 seconds in and I still haven't explained what the fuck's going on. Anyway, it's taken 3 years for me to get a chair, because look, I've got a chair at a desk and an actual setup where I'm working from. So look, got my laptop, got my work, got a chair, you know, it's all good. I'm still not used to it. I'm gonna figure out new angles all the time. But this is cool. I'm angry. I'm always angry, and nobody likes that. I know a lot of people don't like my cynical, angry rants, but I feel this one is a little bit justified. But why I think the Euros is sending out the wrong message. It's obvious to me, but it seems completely blind to the majority of the rest of the country. And it's only an opinion, you know. There's no right or wrong. I've always lived that way, and especially with my content, there's no this way, there's no that way. But for 18 months, for a year and a half almost, for the last 2 years, we were told, we lived a very strict way. We were almost dictated to, and had to live our lives because of this, you know, global event, this global tragedy that had came into our lives, and it's almost like everyone's forgotten. Everyone is finding an opportunity, even on social media. People who aren't related to football, you know, even global corporations, big companies, they're finding an opportunity to talk about it. And as my job as my day-to-day job, I'm thinking, why? Why? What reason have you got to talk about it? And unfortunately, I'm being dragged into, I don't want to talk about it. I'm talking about it because I'm angry, I'm frustrated. It's a fucking football match. It's a fucking football match that wasn't even supposed to be played this year. It's titled Euro 2020. That's last year. And the only reason we're having this fairy tale, we're having this England gamble, is profit, is money, is to squeeze as much as we can for the economy and for the country, and then as soon as it's over, win or lose, I mean they can't really lose, but you know, I'm not gonna say anything about that, because anything can happen. You know, at the end of it, it will all go back to what we've all been used to the last 18 months, 2 years, and then everyone will be, oh, what the fuck is this? I thought we were going back to normal. And then you'll have the division, you'll have the opinionated, you'll have the debates again, all of it. The only thing the people really care about is making as much money out of this scenario as possible. And that's what frustrates me. Everyone is getting caught up in this fairy tale of football, but it's not real. And I know a lot of people say, what do you mean it's not real? Of course it's real. The football's real. The people are real. Yeah, but you've got to look at the bigger picture. It's been put on purely for a financial benefit. They cancelled it. They cared enough to cancel it in the first place. Okay, they could have just gone, well, we're not going to do it. We'll wait until next time. Right? They cancelled all the other leagues. You know, they cancelled all the other football leagues, all the other tournaments when it was really, really serious. So what are they doing now with sport? It's money. Money makes the world go round. That's the fact of life. And if people don't like it, if people don't want to hear it, the people that argue this fact are the people that are emptying their bank accounts watching the football in the pubs, in the bars, and then wake up the next morning and go, oh fuck me, I paid 15 quid for a drink to watch the football. Yeah, you did. That's what you did. When you could have just not really given a crap, and you could have been at home doing something productive or thinking about something and being creative. But you wanted to look cool and you wanted to flex and look cool in front of the ladies. So yeah, I'm trying not to be negative because that's not good. Positivity is everything, and positivity is what's needed. You know, it's important to remember that, you know, I've done almost 200 videos. I would have been doing this now for 4 years, which seems crazy. I mean, you can tell I'm getting more lines on my face than normal for a 28-year-old. So it takes its toll. But that's what happens when you do something you're passionate about. So that's the reality of entrepreneurship. It's not easy. But every now and then, people are not going to agree with what you talk about. And you have to accept that. You know, I see so much of it now. I see everyone playing to the crowd. I see everyone posting the same stuff. We live in a reactionary world. We're reacting to what's going on. We retweet that, repost that. An article, we share. I do it 10 times. I do share the odd article that maybe tweaks an interest, because it's hard not to. But we see so much of it. Being a personal brand is the hardest thing in the world, because ultimately a personal brand is you. It's everything. It's your reputation, and you have to be as open and authentic as possible. Nothing else goes. And you know, if you're sharing something else, if you're reposting something else, and then 10 years later somebody goes, "Oh, do you agree with that?" and you go, "No," well, then you're fucked. You know, you need to be completely 100% up to date with what you are doing and what you're signing up to, what you're sharing, what you're, you know, your brand, ultimately your image is you. And if you're not, and if you're just going left, right, and center, yeah, oh, that's cool, oh, they're up to date, I'll share that, repost that, oh, he's got 1 million subscribers, I'll retweet him. You know, if you're the reactionary world that we live in, if you're doing that to fit in, well, then that's not the game. You're not a personal brand. You're part of the crowd. You know, you're someone part of the crowd. You will never rise above. You'll just be another shadow. And that's one of the biggest things I give as advice, is that you have to be authentic. You have to be, and it's hard, it's difficult, it's not easy. And you know, touching on some of the stuff I said about the England thing, it's you know, yes, I've spoken about some of the stuff that's happened with the tournament, but you know, I haven't really shared. A lot of it's been my own content, you know, my own words, you know, my own videos. This is my own content. You know, I'll get a vlog out of it, you know, so it's my own creation. I see so much of people reposting other things, other articles, other photos. You know, why? Be creative. Do something yourself. If you are caught up in the fairy tale, if you are wrapped up in this, you know, strange, distant, you know, knock-on effect that we've had with England and the football, make something about it. Be creative. We have the amount of platforms and free things we have available. I'm making a vlog right now because of my opinions about it. What's to say you can't go and do the fucking same? Make a podcast, make a video, make an Instagram post. Just don't rip off other people's stuff and then call it yourself. Be comfortable with yours. Be authentic. The good thing about it being summertime, folks, is that I can go and get late night vlogging snacks, which I've done now. I'm trying to be more authentic. I don't know any vlogger which, if he's got a long night of editing ahead of him, wouldn't pop out to the shop and go and get some snacks, which is what I've done, because I'm going to be up until late editing and vlogging, and then you've got all of this to enjoy. How can you not how can you not enjoy that? So, can't really complain when you've got this. So, it's not bad, is it? Anyway, peace out, Bournemouth. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend. Right, I'm back again. Somebody asked me, because I have over 1,000 people follow me on Instagram, right, and I talk to over probably 100, 200 people a day. And I have to explain why I do what I do. You know, I have to explain almost my origin story daily. And why I left the fitness industry, why I do what I do now. So as I was doing this, you know, I get that little clock ticking, I get the little surge going. And as I was explaining to this person why I chose to left the fitness industry to move to the online market, I realized, why aren't I putting this on a vlog? Why aren't I filming it? So here I am now, telling you why I left the fitness industry to do it. I think I've already done a video like this. I probably explained it probably about 10 or 20 times, and I probably told the story probably 100 times on my YouTube channel, but it goes into what I want to talk to you about. Sentimentality, being soft. Because I left the fitness industry because there was too many people sitting on their phones, swiping through Tinder, wanting a coach, wanting the change, wanting somebody to make an impact, change their lives, you know, wanting that real difference. But at the same time, having all the distractions of the changing world that we see now. So you can't have the sentimentality of staying in an industry that is changing and not being tough enough to say, okay, I think it's time to go, which a lot of people didn't. And I know a lot of people didn't because, you know, I upped and left with no backup plan and went, fuck. Okay, online market, let's go. And, you know, gradually over the next couple of years, I started to see friends, colleagues, you know, previous people I've worked with do the same kind of thing. And this is what I'm talking about. Do I miss the satisfaction of coaching somebody one-to-one? Sure, of course I do. But the reality is, you can't do that anymore. And I know people say, yeah, sure you can, but you can't get the same results. People, how many times do people look at their phones every day? How many people will be distracted by what's going on? If you're in a gym environment, there's distractions everywhere. If you're outside, maybe it's different. You know, do I miss coaching? Whether it's on the rugby pitch or in the gym? Yeah, sure. But the world that we live in now, the reality is that it's more effective to target people and to make a difference and to really, really get to them through the online market. And you can't be sentimental to the old ways or the past just because it holds fond memories. You know, and I think a lot of people are. They're like, oh, well, things will go back to normal. Things will, you know, it's a gamble. And that feeds back into what my entire video was about before. You know, trying to hold on to, clinch onto, you know, this nostalgic past that we're trying to gamble on.